There is no reason for Sun to be speaking to me in the manner that he has been. Unless you are still trying to brainwash him into believing I am a bad person, it needs to be corrected now. I have never once attempted to brainwash or manipulate Sun, and I do not appreciate that type of accusation, just like the gal said in their official report. Sun has developed his thoughts and opinions on you based on his lived experiences and memories. Once again, another lie. Sun is clearly being coached to hate me and not call me by the correct name. This is the first thing you need to correct. A son should never call his father by his first name. While I am sure that is upsetting to hear Sun call you, maybe you should take that as a sign to correct the way you communicate with him, and he may feel safer being emotionally close to you. I will not tell Sun how he should or should not feel. This is why you shouldn't be his primary parent. You have allowed him to become a disrespectful and ignorant child who will grow into a failed adult if he is not corrected very soon. Thank you. Your thoughts on Sun have been noted. Are you ready to speak to me with the respect I am owed? I spoke to your mother so we would both be on the same page on our expectations of you. Okay, Rodney. Excuse me, it is Daddy or Dad. You do not get to call me by that name. I've told you that before. What? It is your real name. It's on your license and everything. I don't see how that's rude. Your mother and Harris are cowards and terrible people for taking you across the country and allowing you to think it's okay to act like this. Actually, they were just doing what they could to keep me safe, and that makes them brave and good. There's nothing here they need to keep you safe from. That's what I'm telling you, son. That's just another lie perpetuated by your mother and Harris when he bought into it. Honestly, it doesn't surprise me about your mother, but I never thought Harris would be that much of an idiot to believe her lies. As a man, he should be ashamed of himself. No, he's actually really smart, and he treats me good and Mom good. And you never did. Maybe you're the one who isn't smart. So bye. Son, you don't need to argue with him. I know he can get you upset, but arguing with him only makes it worse. No, I really do need to. I don't want to talk to him anyways, so maybe I will make him mad enough to stop calling me. I don't want you fighting this battle. I don't even like the fact that you know as much as you do about everything that has happened. You shouldn't have to deal with it. Let's just try to have a good call next time, okay? I don't want to have a nice call or a nice anything with him unless he apologizes for everything he did to us and to our dog. He doesn't deserve for me to be nice to him. Honey, you don't need to make this harder for yourself. The madder you make him, the worse the calls are. Please try to get along next time for me. No, I won't be nice to him for you, because he doesn't deserve anyone to be nice to him, and you deserve someone standing up for you to him. So if he talks bad about you, I'm going to talk bad about him. Can you give me a call sometime soon so we can talk? Not about the past, but about the future and where we should be trying to go from here. We need to have a game plan on what we should be doing. I think we both can agree that our setup right now is not healthy for Sun, or you and me. I don't see a reason that we need to constantly fight or have this hostility between the two of us. It doesn't have to be right now, but at some point soon, please call me. I'll make sure that I have time to talk. Also, will you go ahead and set Sun's gaming profile up so that I can play with him online like the judge said for us to do? That would really help get a good conversation between Sun and I going until we can finally start. Reunification therapy. There is nothing for us to speak about outside of court and without attorneys present. And the online games. As it was not a court order, I will not force Sun to do so. If he requests to do so, I will happily set up an online profile for him to play with you. I would just like to state that you can't tell Son to hang up on me just because I say something about Harris. Every time I speak to Son on the phone lately, he ensures to bring him up and talk about how great he is, and I know it's you behind that. It's extremely inappropriate. Honestly, it's a form of parental alienation. You should be ashamed of forcing Son to speak this way to his actual father. I have never told Son to speak to you about Harris. Bullshit, you will burn in the 11 one day for everything that you have done to Son and me. You are a wicked and evil person. Have a Merry Christmas, Rodney. How am I supposed to have a Merry Christmas when you have ruined everything in my life? It's impossible for me to have a Merry Christmas when I am the one who has to face the consequences of your terrible actions. It is unfortunate you feel this way. Hopefully you learn to accept accountability for your actions soon. I am not the one who needs to learn about taking accountability. You should give it a try sometime. We are currently in real time with Faye and Rodney. Normally, I like to have our storylines for YouTube have a finale or an epilogue, but this storyline was different. As you all may remember, this is the first storyline in which the story submitter was identified. And Faye's GoFundMe was shared to help her raise money to hire a new attorney in her new state to see Hans jurisdictions. And you all showed up and showed out for Faye and her son. The GoFundMe met its goal and has helped Faye so much moving forward with her case. While they have not yet managed to switch jurisdictions in court, the reunification therapy has not yet begun. For some reason, the courts seem to be having a difficult time finding a therapist willing to work with Rodney after he scared off the original reunification therapist. We will continue to receive updates on this storyline as events occur. Thank you so much to Faye and Son for sharing their story with us. And a giant F you to Rodney, just because.